Welcome back to Who Needs a Superhero? Superman Revisited, Death, Resurrection, and Doomsday. This is part 2. Drat these failing superpowers. Writer Paul Dina and Alex Ross potently explored Superman's possibilities and limits in an oversized comic called Superman, Peace on Earth. As Superman ponders the problems of world hunger, he recalls his childhood on a Kansas farm. Clark Kent's adoptive father taught him that the earth provides enough for everyone. The problem, according to Paul Kent, is that people don't take care of one another. Individuals get so caught up in personal agendas that they fail to watch over their neighbors. Convicted by these early teachings and inspired by the Christmas season, Superman decides he will try to make a lasting difference in the world. He will feed as many people as he can, and in the process, he will set an example of compassion and assistance. The Man of Steel addresses the U.S. Congress and asks permission to distribute America's surplus food to the needy people of the world. With some trepidation, Congress agrees. Unharvested field stockpiles set to spoil and surpluses will be gathered. Superman will use that food to feed as many people as he can in a single day. While Superman prepares for his mass undertaking, a bemused world looks on. Some are skeptical. Others pitch in to help, volunteering to gather and load food. On the designated day, Superman begins at sunrise to deliver loads of trucks and freight cars and massive flatbed piled high with grain and staples. He visits a Native American reservation in the western United States. He carries food to a Brazilian barrow. He touches down in Africa, Asia, and Europe. Superman feels good about his effort, but he worries that a one-day blitz is far too little to make a genuine difference. In the war-torn country, a small boy asks if Superman will be back with food tomorrow. Superman has no answer for the child. At another locale, starving people riot and fight for their share of the food. In yet another place, fearful crowds pelt Superman with stones, suspicious of his motives. One nation's smiling dictator welcomes Superman, intending to seize the food for his own profit. Superman does his best to see that the food is distributed to the needy, but once he flies away, he cannot know for certain that the supplies will reach the people for whom they're intended. As the long day draws to a close, Superman carries a shipload of precious food to a nation whose government has forbidden his visit. The people of the land are in desperate need, but the government wishes to retain the complete sovereignty over the populace, and Superman's act of goodwill is unwelcomed. Ignoring the government's orders, Superman enters the nation's airspace, hoping to deliver the food quickly and depart before the confrontation develops. He has misjudged, though, through the determination of the totalitarian rulers. While the Man of Steel is still high overhead, a missile launches skyward. Burdened with a ship full of grain, Superman cannot dodge the rocket. The ship explodes, spilling the charred grain to the Earth. Worse yet, the missile is carried a payload of chemical toxins. The grain that survives the explosion is poisoned. Superman lands to survey the wreckage. He kneels among piles of smoldering, contaminated wheat. He thinks of those who refused his gift today. He laments the many hungry people whom he did not reach in his global effort. He worries about those who will be hungry again. As soon as the food is eaten, Superman bows his head in despair and admits to himself that this grand gesture has failed. Superman can rescue only so many people. That is the end of part 2. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and share and comment. And have a great and wonderful day. And stay tuned for part 3.